Hey, it's the boys. We back. PSNBS, episode 28. Man, shout out to all the listeners. Shout out to all the YouTube viewers. Shout out to all the IG followers. If you haven't already, go show some support and follow the Instagram at psandbspod. Man, today we're going to be discussing are game demos needed? And of course, the console wars and other gaming news. And of course, some BS. But before all that, let me see what my guy's been up to. Yo, Biggs, what's good?
Yo, you already know. It's your boy Biggs, most level one in the crew. You know, you hear this voice start getting funny feeling, being butterflies on your stomach. You sit down, you feel like, all right, another episode of PSBS. Let's get it. All right, so Biggs has been playing. What do I got? Number one, first and foremost, I know that's your wife and y'all went to counseling and all this good stuff, but Call of Duty Warzone has slowly become my life for the past week.
Yes,
I've been on it super duper heavy.
All right.
I've been killing that shit. So that's COD. I've also been on a special demo for a game. I don't know if you guys know the game, but I'm going to get into it when we go into the PS section.
Yeah.
I've also been on Overcooked 2 with my man Steels, with my fellow chef. That was an experience. That was something that we got into. We're damn near going to be running the kitchen by the end of the month. But yeah, that's what I've been playing. I'm excited to talk about the demo though. So
all right, cool. And of course, Statman, Lex, what's good?
What's going on, everybody? Statman here, aka Elite Geek, aka the Game Whisperer.
Jeez.
Once again, yeah, I've been good. I've been playing some Division 2 again. I know I sound like a broken record, but that's pretty much.
Damn, you still playing that?
That's
Of course.
Damn.
Played a little Doom Eternal.
Hey.
That's a big one.
Yeah, I played some of that and catching up on Paradise PD Season 2.
Same.
I watched the first one. I didn't start Season 2 though. Wow. That's crazy.
It's one of the best shows ever.
Netflix.
Yeah, the creator always shouts me out on Twitter. I always post stuff and he likes it and retweets it. Waco Ogwin, or his name is.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
No one's gonna say anything about that.
Hey,
We got to start a list, industry list.
I love that show.
Sheesh.
Yeah, that's about it, man.
That's
All
what's
right.
up.
Steels, what's
turn.
good?
Oh, chilling. Steels 1682, resident fat boy in the building, hitting the sticks. Freestyle maestro. We're in a different building today.
Yeah,
we just managed to find places that let us come in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still saying Call of Duty. Me and my my abusive wife. That is Call of Duty.
Sheesh. Yeah.
Edit
We
point.
keep just wanting to play, and I hit up with Biggs a little bit this week. We hit up a little bit of the Warzone.
Yep.
Okay.
Y'all got into it?
Oh yeah. We played for a couple hours the other night.
Everybody on. Yeah, I have teams on deck
All right.
because everybody trying to play, and it's only threes. It's the ultimate downfall.
That's finna change. That's finna change. I've been playing a lot of NHL 20 with my cousins. We've
This
been
guy.
hitting a lot of
I've been seeing that.
3v3 tournaments. Me and my cousin actually won a 3v3 tournament the other night, and then got 2 second places. We're hitting that game really hard too.
All right.
Overcooked too. Me and Biggs hit that up last night. He wasn't kidding. We're damn near gonna be running. Well, I've already ran kitchens. So I got a 16-year restaurant
Did
background.
that work? Did that help you?
So definitely, it brought back memories already of
When we-
calling
yeah,
out
yeah.
clutch. When we
Oh
started
my
getting it
God.
out, we'll talk about that though.
Yeah.
All right.
But
No, it was insane. And when we get back to normal setting, we're gonna share a clip. I don't care
share
how long
clips.
it is after
Yeah.
today. We have to.
Well,
this
we'll
is
keep
pure
playing.
entertainment.
Yeah.
Us playing that
It-
game.
But
is
look
pure
out on the
entertainment.
socials,
in the
man.
beginning,
It might drop in.
it's kind of just okay, fish here, okay, this
then
here.
all hell breaks
and
loose.
then it's yo, we need dishes washed.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
need. I need
It's insane.
steak cut up. I
It
need
is
carrots. Go steam these vegetables. Go mix this flour. Yo, it's insane.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Right. So that's it?
Calling out checks, and I felt like I was in the kitchen again. No cap.
That's it. That's all your games for this week?
Yeah, a little Destiny. We'll just
little
slide it.
raid.
We'll just
Alright,
slide it.
little
Oh
Destiny.
yeah, I did clear the raid this week. Finally, thank you to the Cat Boys that finally let me run one with them.
Yeah.
But we finally got that out the way.
Of course. And of course, me, Trav, the almighty man, the real 2K.
Oh, actually, I actually do have it. I actually do
The
have it.
real 2K game.
And then followed up with the
No. Respect it. But anyways, I've been on the gaming tip. I've Got the Doom Eternal, of course. I'm a Doom guy, Doom Slayer. You know, I drafted him in, you know, history. Also, I got on that demo, man.
Which
I
demo?
forgot to say
Resident Evil.
I thought we were gonna keep the
We're
demos
gonna- we're-
quiet.
yeah,
I
we're
thought
gonna-
we were gonna keep the demos quiet.
Yeah.
Oh,
I said I was playing the demo. We're just gonna
Because I
get
had a
into
demo
it.
too. I had
Yeah,
a demo too.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Wow.
that's pretty much been it.
Guess I'm the only guy here who doesn't play demos.
Yeah,
Hey,
he
we'll
doesn't
speak-
play-
we'll
Oh,
speak on-
foreshadowing.
we'll-
Foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing. But with that said, hey, Lex,
Yes.
you got something for this week?
Yes, I do.
You got
Game
some.
of the week.
Let's hit that up.
Oh,
This
God.
game of the week, I
ready.
think you guys should really play this. I like to focus on these smaller games.
More indie.
Yeah, that kind of
Show
fall off
some
the radar
love.
a little bit, show some love. So this week's game is Crossing Souls. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. You probably have. It's by Devolver Digital, and no, they do not have me on their payroll.
I was gonna say, what's up with? I know you like Devolver,
I
but
know,
sheesh.
man. It's just their games are so good. This is pretty much.
Yeah, I co-sign them
it's
too.
a Crossing Souls is an action adventure with RPG touches set in a pixelated California. Control 5 characters: Chris, Matt, Charlie, Big Joe, and Kevin. Each one has a unique set of skills and their own combat style.
Oh.
So it's basically a mix between Stranger Things meets Sliders. It's set like in the 80s.
Oh.
Wow.
And they kind of do a parody of E.T., Ghostbusters, Back to the Future, Godzilla. All those
Send me
great,
the link.
yes,
Yeah,
all those
sci-fi
great
freaks,
movie
yeah.
moments.
I'm that
you
guy.
play that as these kids. One kid is like really fast. The other one has like technology.
Cool.
The girl like has a whip and she really fights well. And Big Joe, obviously, he's a strong guy.
Right.
It's a great game, guys. Devolver.
Is there
you
a
know.
fat kid?
Yeah, Big Joe.
That's
He
me.
said, "Is there
Big
a
Joe.
fact?" kid?
Yeah, it's pretty much an 80s dream come true.
right.
Great game, good soundtrack, obviously.
What's the name of
Devolver,
it again?
The things
Crossing
with those
Souls.
pixelated
Crossing
games
Souls.
like that, they age so well.
Yeah, they
man.
do. They do. It's a fantastic game. I love it. Play it. Crossing Souls came out, I think, in 2018.
All right.
I love it.
Go get it.
Go get it.
right,
I'm
man.
interested.
Yep.
So I think only Lex, you said you got Doom, right?
Yes.
Anybody else get Doom?
I wanted to so bad, but looking at
I
the
have plans to get it
looking at the
eventually,
month.
but
Did
it's
you,
not.
Did you get enough in where you got something to
Yeah,
say?
yeah, definitely.
All right, Lex, go ahead, just hit him. I want to hear your, or do you want to hear me first?
Yeah, I want to hear you first.
All right, so with Doom Eternal, man,
Because you hide it less
they
than I do.
they check all the boxes
He
off.
does, right? He's very obvious.
They delayed Doom Eternal, right?
Yes.
And I felt like all the quality of, like, in Doom, the first one that came back in 2016, right?
Right.
There was times in that game where you kind of got lost. Like, you
Right.
didn't know where to go. They fixed that. Like,
did they
the
not
map,
have objective markers under them?
I don't think they
Yeah,
did.
no,
Or
they really-
if they did, it was horrible. They did. Actually, they did, but it was horrible. Like, it'd be like, the objectives be like, this door, but the door's locked.
Go
You're
here.
like, wow,
Yeah.
hold on, how do I get through this door? It was a lot of
Yeah, like
wasted
puzzle
time.
kinda shit.
No, it wasn't even puzzle. It was just a lot of backtracking, wasting time.
Yep.
And with this one, they added fast travel to it. Only if you like got to
Get
the
to
certain
it.
extent.
To
Only
that
when you get to the
checkpoint.
check, like right. And that makes you. Before like I ended the level, I checked my map and seen all the stuff that I missed. Like it tells you question mark, question mark, question
Yep.
marks. And I'll fast travel back to the beginning of the level and start doing explore because I already cleared all the monsters.
Right,
so
right.
now I can go back with the explore mentality and just explore and get that part.
Gotcha.
I love it. The collecting, you know, I'm a looter guy, so
Yeah.
the collecting, I got all the toys in the so far level.
These are all
I
the
got the
toys.
cheat codes because they got them on little floppy disks. You
Yeah, they
find
do.
in the levels, and they have like cheat codes. So when you run back the missions, you can have these cheat code elements, like all the weapons are unlimited life and all that. So
Yep.
I like that aspect. Man, the game is just so far
I wanted to get it. I wanted
first
to get it
person shooter, man. It's there. The
Yeah.
frame rate on that game, I don't know how that game can move that fast on a console, man. I don't know.
I'll touch on that in a
back.
minute.
Yeah,
I'm just
ooh,
holding. I'm holding out.
yeah.
But
I'm holding
so-
out because
yeah,
there's,
hold
another,
out, but I
there's
mean-
another game that I'm looking more forward to right now.
That's cool,
I'm
but I'm
curious.
like I said, I'm a Doom guy. I couldn't let it pass me by. I got a good deal on it, so I had to pick it up. For everybody else, just look out, man. It might be shooter of the year.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking.
Whoa!
I was super before Lex does his
Deep
own-
dive.
I just I didn't want to call it deep dive. I don't know. Are you gonna do a deep dive?
Not really. It's echoing and then some
Okay.
other little
Okay.
tidbits.
Yeah.
No, before he does that, I just wanted to say I'm not a Doom fan. Not that I don't like Doom.
Yeah, right.
I just never played it at all. Wasn't a part of my childhood. Never.
But you got
never
on that
touched
Wolfenstein,
it.
right?
I got on Wolfenstein. That got me used to that type of shooter, that
Right.
type of linear gameplay.
Right.
Kind of just everything going to hell. You shooting the shit out of everything.
Yeah.
And I enjoy Wolfenstein a lot. So it was like, okay, Doom's not that far from me now.
Right.
Now I see myself getting it. And I really, really did want to get this one as soon as it dropped. But looking at the month, looking at the titles coming up, I don't think
It's a heavy, there's a lot of heavy hitters coming. Like that Resident Evil I might have to pause on it.
I don't know when it comes. What does it come out?
I thought it was coming out end of this, end of. Oh,
It don't matter when it come out. If it's anywhere within the next 2 months.
I guess the demo tricked me. Sorry, I thought the demo. I mean, I'm thinking the demo's out now. Maybe a week later, the game's coming out. My bad.
No.
So Lex, man, I need to hear what Lex got to say about this. Did you play 2016's Doom?
Of course.
Okay, cool.
Of course. I'm a big Bethesda fan.
Same.
Machine Games, the people that made the Wolfenstein.
Id
I
software.
love them. Okay, to touch on what he said, yeah, it's definitely an improvement over 2016 Doom. Most definitely.
Quality of life. Man.
2, you went back to how they got it to run. If you don't know, John Carmack at id Software, those guys, they are all about tech. They're using the 7th version of this Unreal tech, and it has improved. Digital Foundry did a deep dive into.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet, but I
watch
did
that, and it'll show you the tech on how they did it, because they always do that.
Yeah.
They're minimal. What they go for is 60 frames a second, the highest possible fidelity on any platform.
Right.
So on my PC, I'm running it on Ultimate Nightmare, like the top, and that thing runs. My card is just munching that thing up. My card is like, come on, this is good. It's running on the Vulkan API, which is great. They're using that. The game is fantastic. It definitely fixed a lot of the waypoints. The fast travel is incredible. You are rewarded for every single thing you do, and they give you a marker.
Yeah.
So if you're hitting all the demons in a certain stage, it has a little marker, and you get a bonus.
Right.
If you're doing all the boss battles, clear the boss battle, you get a bonus. So it definitely keeps you engaged into what you're doing. So if you're just a guy that just wants to clear dungeons and get all the power-ups and get the extra life and things like that, they got you.
Right.
Haven't touched the multiplayer yet.
Same.
But the
I
game,
wouldn't mind touching that.
Yeah. The premise of it sounds interesting. I'm not ready yet. I'm just enjoying the single player story mode. But that game runs like a dream. It's a great game. Definitely a good contender. It came out at a great time. Regardless of what's going on, this is pretty much the part of the year where it's slow.
Right.
So I think it has a good jump
on everybody
on getting sales. Don't be surprised if those sales are incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe better than the first one.
Yes, I agree.
I played 2016. Didn't care for the single player much, but I did dabble a bit in the multiplayer. It was fun.
Right.
2016 had multiplayer?
Right.
I'm pretty sure.
Yes, it did.
I did.
I was a beast. Check my YouTube out.
And it was
Check
pretty,
my YouTube out.
That was pretty fun.
Yeah, it's different.
But
It's different.
I did a highlight reel, man, just the way I was doing them on multiplayer. But just to speak one last time on the campaign, because you said you didn't really care for the campaign.
Not in 16, because
In
it just
16,
seemed
right.
like just go kill shit.
No, this has a story.
Right. This
Like,
one
it
has
just-
a legit story. The
Oh, yeah.
first one, they kind of made it where you cleared out rooms, you kept moving, and you didn't really know why you was doing all this.
Yeah.
There's a slight story undertone or whatever, but this one is clear.
Yeah.
You know what you're doing. You know what the deal is.
Cutscenes.
Cutscenes, yes.
There you go.
There's cutscenes.
Cinematics.
No, it definitely needs it because you want to see your character. You want to see him interact with.
Right. And there's
the
customizations
bosses.
to the suits.
Oh yeah, there is customization and skins. You can have different skins. It's nuts.
In the cutscenes, too.
It's nuts. It's nuts.
I got that
crazy.
Twitch Prime.
Also, if you change like a fit, that'll show up in the
Yeah,
cutscene as
yeah,
well?
I got the unicorn
like that.
fit.
Oh,
I'm
Lord.
rocking it.
Oh, Lord.
Unicorn fit. What?
All right, man. That's it for Doom for now, man. But you guys been putting some gaming in on this. Y'all open the restaurant.
Before we get into that, I wanted to, because I know you're probably itching to find out
What?
the reason why I didn't pick up Doom is because I'm waiting on that FF7.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I've already put
What's
it.
the date on that?
I've already put it.
April 10th.
I've already put it up.
Even
there.
with everything going on, it is still
Jesus,
that's
set to
close.
release.
I even talked to my wife about it this morning, and she actually seemed halfway interested. So I was like,
shit.
"Wow."
Instead, I have Persona Royal coming out.
I'm getting both. I don't care. I mean,
Y'all looking to
I'll play them back and forth. I don't know.
All right.
I don't
God,
care
it's
how
gonna-
I'll do it,
it's
but
gonna
I'm
be
getting
tough.
them
Yeah,
both.
because Persona, that's a game you kind of gotta. You need the quarantine.
Yeah. No, yeah, you do. That's 100-hour plus first playthrough.
Yeah. So Overcooked 2,
Yes.
bro.
Chef.
That could be a
Speak
game
to
of
him,
the
chef.
week. That could be a game of the
That
week.
could be a game of the week. Yo, I wish
yeah.
we had the. Oh my God,
It's all right.
the
All right.
clips.
Clips
Do
coming
time.
soon.
Do time.
Clips coming
Do time.
soon.
Do
We
time.
may have to throw that as a one-off in the IG because that is
That's
it's
fine.
literally comedy. Like we're
So we start off, right?
Yeah.
And you get to pick different characters. So I was a shark. Well, no. That was when I was solo.
he was a mouse,
I was a mouse.
and I was the
So I
turtle.
was Ratatouille. And
Oh, okay.
he was a turtle.
I was a turtle. Yep.
Okay. Now, the premise of this game
Mm-hmm.
is what was the king's name again? King Onion or King?
He's an onion.
He's
I don't
an
know what his
onion.
name is,
All right,
but he's an
Onion.
onion, and he has a dog named
He has
Kevin.
a dog named Kevin,
Alright.
and the his land's getting taken over by zombie bread,
Yep, the unbred.
the unbred.
The unbred has taken over the kingdom.
Yo, so basically, as you're going through the kingdom, feeding people and all this stuff, so you have different kitchens, and obviously you start off small. So like the first one is just easy,
Basic, cutting up ham.
They,
Basic.
they have like checks in the restaurant world. We call them checks. People's food orders come in.
Okay.
You put it on a rail and you start one and you go through.
Old school diner flow.
So
Yep.
it'll pop up and then they'll show a picture and it'll be like, all right, so fish orders first. So
Right.
then it'll show you what you kind of have to do
To get the fish.
to use to make the order before you can sell it.
Right.
So they start off easy: grab fish, cut fish, put on plate,
on plate, sell. Yep.
So they're basically
Tutorial.
getting you the tutorial.
Right.
Grab shrimp, cut shrimp, put on plate, sell.
Yep.
Then it goes to cooking rice, making
Boiling
sushi,
it, yep,
boiling the
boiling
rice,
rice.
cutting the fish,
Yep.
getting the rice paper. But you just kind of just put it there, and it does its own thing. So it's not like
So
you're
it's a
like,
little timer you gotta wait on.
Okay,
it's,
got
it's
you.
not like you gotta like spin circle to
Yeah,
like
yeah,
scratch.
yeah,
right,
It's
right,
not
right.
that in depth. It's just like, oh, the
Time
rice is
management.
cooked, grab it, hit X by the plate, it gets put on a plate. Grab the rice paper or seaweed paper, hit X, put on a plate, it makes it.
Cool.
So you have to get points and you get tips, and that's how you clear the levels. You get up to 3 stars. It gets harder and harder and harder to the point to where,
Y'all yelling at each
yo,
other.
there's one point where we found out we can throw shit. Yo,
We can throw like
stuff.
yeah.
So we started. Rest in peace, Kobe. But we started throwing rice from
Yep.
downtown at the pot.
In the pot. You can throw it in the pot and it'll start
the pot,
cooking.
and it'll just start
Swish.
cooking.
Yeah.
You don't even have to be
And
there.
you get to
throw that shit,
you
yo.
get to a certain point where the kitchens are literally split. So there's like a half that I can't access and half that he can't.
Oh,
But
he
I
has-
have
but
the
he has-
lettuce
he has
that he
the
needs to
lettuce that I
cut.
need.
Grab the lettuce, throw that shit, cut it.
And
Yeah,
one.
so
He
throws
throws me rice, I
throw
boil
him
it.
rice, yeah.
It was going
That's it.
crazy
There was
in
another
there.
one where I had to boil pasta, but he had the pasta.
Yeah.
I had to cut the mushrooms, but he had the mushrooms.
Mm-hmm.
He needed plates, but I only had access to cleaning plates and serving
Mm-hmm.
I want
plates.
to play that today.
So it was crazy.
It's
Like we had
tonight.
to work as
I'm
a
playing
team,
that.
and you could play up to 4 people.
Yeah,
Say
it's
no more.
crazy. That game is
PS and
crazy.
BS.
That game is
live
It
stream.
got crazy to where we're going. I kid you not. I've worked in kitchen for 16 years. The way we played last night is exactly how it goes in the kitchen.
I've never eaten out
I
again.
got to the point to where I'm like, Biggs, just tell me the next 4 items. And this is
So,
how it is in
3
the kitchen.
steaks, 1 mushroom.
3 steaks, 1 mushroom. Purred. And that's what herd is the biggest thing.
Herd,
Anyone who's
yep.
listening to this, if you worked in a restaurant, that's how you know I've worked in a restaurant. Herd is the number
Herd,
one
yep.
word that anyone in the restaurant business knows what's that mean.
What does that even mean?
Heard is like
Heard.
I heard it. I got it.
I heard it.
Like,
Oh,
I got you.
oh,
I
oh.
understand. I'm on
Oh,
it.
I thought he meant
Say
like
no
herding.
more.
No,
Yeah, I'm like,
herd.
Herd.
No, like you
Herd.
say, I need 6 steaks down. Herd.
Yeah, heard.
10-4.
Like, I'm on it.
Heard that call
Yeah,
out.
10-4.
10-4.
Okay.
10-4. We
So,
got
Say no
so
more.
basically, I'd be like, I need this. I need. He'll yell out. This is the next 3 things. All right, cool. So I know I
That
need
was
rice.
the level. That
so
was the
now,
level. That's
now
crazy.
only he can cook the rice. So I'm just throwing rice.
Yep.
Just
That's
throwing rice on his
crazy.
side.
I can
his
pick
right
it up,
side.
put it in the
Yeah.
boil. I'm throwing what he needs on
What
the
he
other
needs on his
side.
side, and I'm cutting it, and
Yeah.
I'm putting it back,
Yeah.
and then we're running back and forth like this. And I'm like, oh, we need plates. Boom,
We
I'm
need
getting
plates.
plates.
I gotta get
And
the
while-
dirty plates from the people who ate.
Yeah.
I gotta wash them
Yeah.
and then put them on the trolley
Yep.
for it to go over here.
And
to
this is
him.
Overcooked too?
Overcooked
too.
too.
Yeah,
All right.
I told you guys about the first one.
Yes.
About these
Yeah.
games. They're good.
And then they just get harder. Like there's certain boards where we're on a blimp or some sort of ship,
Right.
and then like a gust of wind will come, and then the kitchen
It'll
will
move.
shift,
The whole kitchen will shift.
and then all of a
Wow.
sudden one of us has access that the other one didn't, and then vice versa.
Yep.
Right.
So it's
Yep.
like insane because
Damn.
the game will change on you on an instant. There was another one where we're in the middle of a road, construction was going on,
Yeah.
and there was
There-
4 stations,
yeah.
and all of a sudden you're going, I'm chopping.
And the
then
construction
workers
guys
will just turn,
move
will shift,
the
will
whole
move the
thing.
whole thing, and all of a sudden your station's up here
Yep.
now.
Yep.
So then you have to
Oh.
run after it.
You can be in the
This-
road.
this
You
is-
can get ran over by a car.
There's-
We
you
we
can
have
run
the
over a
kit.
car,
Like,
you can fall off
the
stages.
kitchen can be split by a road.
And I'm assuming by the
literally.
name Overcooked, you can actually burn the food if you forget about it.
Yo, you gotta get that. Yo,
Oh
there was
my
one
God.
stage. Yeah, because if you put the rice in a pot, it could overcook. If you put the pasta,
That's the clip I'm
there's-
gonna use.
There's frying pans, and there was one
Yeah.
point where
That's gonna be one of the clips.
There's one point where sometimes they have like little fire pits and they
Yeah.
spit out fire. And Biz goes, "Yo, this shit on fire!
Yeah.
Everything's on fire." I'm
Yeah.
like, "Get the fire extinguisher then." And you gotta get the fire extinguisher. And you're like,
Yeah.
Yo,
I'm gonna use that as one of the clips. We were on. I
it
forget
is
what map we were
crazy.
on.
Yeah.
I had 2 things of rice in the boiler, and I never
Yeah.
boiled rice because I didn't know what could happen.
Right.
So I had them boiling, and I was like, "Yeah, rice is cooking." And I'm sitting there waiting on dishes to wash or something, and then they give you a little caution symbol, and it keeps flashing fast, and he's like, Steele's like, "The rice, get the rice." I said, "What about the rice is cooking? Don't get the rice." And then it goes on fire. He's like, "Fuck!" He grabs the fire extinguisher. Yo, it is insane.
It is crazy.
It is
you
crazy.
have to mix things. There's sometimes you got to grab the flour. There was one board where I'm like, "Yo, I'm like, just start throwing me flour." And he
Yeah.
threw over like 9 packs of flour,
Yeah.
so he didn't have to worry about it.
Hey, man.
And then I have to mix the flour and the meat, and then
Right.
give it to him so he can steam it, and then he has to give it back so I can finish doing this, and
Right.
then I put it.
Yeah.
back. It's crazy. It's a
it's
lot
crazy.
of
It
teamwork.
is crazy. Yep.
Right.
A
A lot of
lot of-
communicating.
Teamwork, a lot of communication, and it's fast paced.
That's the type of thing I like to-
I have a question. When you guys are playing, so it's just 2 of you played.
Yep.
Yeah, we played last night.
It's just 2 and 2 AI or just 2?
No, just,
No, just
two.
us two.
We
Okay.
actually
When you play
ran into
solo-
one public with one other person that was playing the game, and she
Yeah.
was a beast too. But
Yeah,
yeah,
we tried. We didn't know that we can actually do story mode together.
Together,
It's a
yeah.
story mode?
A story mode, yeah.
So we went to arcade, and you can play online with other people, and it
Right.
gave us this chick, and this girl was like,
Yeah, she was going
like,
crazy.
She was on it.
I need 4 meat. She ran over here. She's like,
And she was
"Whoop, whoop,
communicating with you guys?
whoop." No.
No.
There was like a blip system
No,
or something?
no.
they do have that though. If you're not in party, like
Right.
they do have a little bubble chat, like you can
Oh,
say
yeah.
something.
So
like,
how was she working with
Okay,
you
yo.
guys? Or she was just
No,
doing
she
her
was
own
just
thing?
doing
We
it.
were just doing it.
We're just
Okay.
doing it somehow.
We were just doing it.
But yeah,
She was
usually
cutting,
when
she
you're
was cutting.
solo, Lex, usually you control both chefs.
chefs.
You like hit R2 or whatever, and you control the other.
Yeah, and then
So
and then it
having
goes
both
back and
of
forth.
us be different people was
Right.
a lot easier.
Was a lot easier
Right,
because
I get it.
it got hard solo. There were certain
Wow.
parts where it's like you got to go over here, then you need dishes. There was one stage that there was a conveyor belt. Oh no! The part where we pass plates to one another to
Right.
sell it in our clean
Yep.
would just fly back and forth.
Yeah, he was just looking at that on his thing.
And that
the
was
little
hard.
blimp thing
That
was
was one of
flying
the most
back and forth to our
challenging
stations.
thing. And then that's what we
Yep.
do. We just go from stage to stage. There's a lot of stages.
So
It
that-
gets harder and harder, and you got to just work on your communication. And then
Yep.
if we only 2-star it, then we restart. and
We always try to get 3.
We get
That's
to
not-
the point where it's like, okay, we kind of see what we have to do now.
Right.
Let's mix it up, and then we're both just like,
Yep. Yeah, it's crazy.
just
That's
you
cool.
can
Overcooked
dash,
2, that game
you
is
can throw
good.
stuff.
Alright.
Too.
It's
So
fun.
other
It's
than-
fun as hell.
And
So
like,
other than Overcooked, because it sounds like that's a game that we must play together.
Yeah.
it's
as a
it's
4-pack.
crazy. It's
it-
crazy. It gets hard.
Anything else happen this week for you guys?
I was gonna touch on it for an itty bitty second because
Yeah.
I forgot to name it in my recently played. I got into Control over this week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
yeah,
I was
it's a
curious about
surprise,
that.
right? I told you I was on to something, and I wasn't
Yeah.
gonna tell you. I was gonna save it for the pod.
There-
What?
there-
I've
just
been on
You
Control.
played Control before me?
before he even starts, there will be a counterpoint, good or bad. I
Okay.
don't know. He hasn't told anybody.
Right.
Right.
This is a shocker.
There will be a
Yeah.
counterpoint from
So
me.
yeah.
Okay, go.
So my thing with Control is
First, where did you play it?
PlayStation,
Okay.
which is
Oh, because it's
which was because
on
it's on
now.
PlayStation now. Yes.
Okay, cool.
Which and also Overcooked 2 is on PlayStation now. Just as a heads up for y'all.
So that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. So that's
Cool.
what I did. I was gonna buy it, and I was like, it's on PlayStation now. Steals. I'm
Say no
downloading
more.
it. Yeah.
Well, I don't have PlayStation now, so
$10.
So, Control. I don't want to say this or that,
Right.
but I am gonna say that I will wait for a PC release because I feel like the PS4 doesn't
Hold
handle
it
that
back.
game the best.
And that's why I'm waiting on the PS5. That's
There's
why
a lot of things she can do.
Right.
The character and a lot of things you end up doing, and a lot of things when the screen gets too crazy, literally it just like
Stutters.
turns into Warframe looking
Oh,
like.
shit.
Yeah, it looks. Yeah, I don't know. It's
It's ambitious. It's ambitious.
Yeah, it's ambitious. Maybe not for the PS4. Maybe a next gen or PC
Right.
could handle all the stuff going on there. The story, I don't think
they
I gave it
dress-
enough time to really soak in the story. It seems
Uh-huh.
like very psychology based.
Right.
A lot of things going on inside her head. Some secret organization or bureau or something going on.
Right.
Something is going on. I don't
Something's
know what
going
exactly.
on.
Something is happening.
It's in her
is
mind.
happening.
Something's happening.
Something
That's
is
usually
going
what happens
on.
in the game.
Yeah.
Something
So,
happens.
but to me, like, it felt very Infamous like. It felt very gameplay wise.
Right.
Like Infamous.
Shout
if
out to
Cole,
Second Son.
Yeah, if Cole had a gun, like that would be
It.
Control.
Right.
Gameplay wise, but
Okay.
My only thing about it is I don't think PS4 handles it too well.
Right.
So I'll wait for it on PC. I'll give it a shot on PC and
Yeah,
see how
I'm
that
definitely
goes.
holding out. Even that you said it's on PlayStation now, I'm not gonna play it on PlayStation now. I'm pretty much gonna hold out for next gen because I've heard that before too as well.
I'll probably
And
do the same.
What was your counterpoint?
what was your counterpoint? Because I got
No,
something else.
I wanted to
ask this
play it first, but I'm saying that eventually later on down the line.
Oh,
there'll be a
okay.
counterpoint.
Oh, okay.
When I play it, I haven't played it enough
Okay.
yet. I haven't played it.
guy. Okay.
So, and I'll probably play on both.
I know you were saying something at work the other day that you said you had some like low key demo. You want to hold that?
we're going into demo now.
Oh shit! I'm skipping over things. We got a new segment. Is that it? Is anybody else got anything that happened this? All right, cool. So I don't want to go too deep in this, but we got the console wars has officially started. Xbox Series X.
I don't know if it's really a war.
It is a war.
It's not a war if you know you're gonna win.
Okay.
Hold on.
All right.
Sheesh.
There we go,
Two of
man.
them.
Anyways, this week we got two heavy hitters come out, blow for blow. Xbox coming out first, showing all their specs. And then, 2 days later, PlayStation came out with their specs. They came out with from two different angles.
Right.
I think, in my opinion, even that I'm a PlayStation guy, I feel like I don't think we need to even talk about the specs too much, no deep dive, because that's already out. If you listen to this podcast, you already know what we're talking about.
Yep.
And
if you don't, then obviously
do your homework.
Go look at
Digital
the specs.
Foundry, go do your homework.
This is more of just a personal opinion.
Yes.
Right. This is just a personal opinion. My personal opinion, Xbox did it right. They got with some legit YouTube guys, gave them the specs, and let them go to town with it. PlayStation picked one of their little engineers.
He did that. PlayStation did a lecture. I mean, not everybody's in tune with it.
Exactly.
So,
And
they
did come out with some. The systems, in my opinion, there is some. They're pretty much. It's just like the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 right now.
Damn near the same
They're
shit.
damn near the same.
Yeah.
Trust
They'll
me,
always
we're
have
gonna be
a certain one
everybody
thing.
that picks the Xbox up or a PlayStation 5 is gonna be okay.
Right.
There's not gonna be a night and day difference
Right. That's how I feel at least.
at the end of the day. But my deal is the presentation. PlayStation dropped the ball a little bit on
and
this.
they haven't even. They haven't said a damn thing, and then when they do, the way
and
they
that's
did
my
it
and that's
probably
my
was,
that's my grief about this.
it probably wasn't too exciting. I think people were waiting for like a
They were
show.
they were smashing. They were smashing everything.
I was ready for them to hit
Until
the
that
pyro, drop some gameplay.
I'll wait for all of you to go before
I was ready for PlayStation to come out. I was feeling like Xbox came out just because they might have heard PlayStation was coming out in a few days and they're like, shit, let's just drop this shit as fast as we can.
Or maybe
and get in
vice
front of
versa.
them.
Maybe PlayStation like, all right, it's people starting to talk. We're not saying shit.
But
Xbox
PlayStation-
is showing things. Let's just
This was meant-
get on podium, talk, say it.
Right. That whole fake podium with the fake audience.
But it looked real. kinda.
They dropped the ball. They dropped the ball.
I'm about to explode.
They dropped the ball, PlayStation, and we need you to come back in the second round and drop a bomb for us. We need you. I'm not giving up on PlayStation. That's not happening. But what I mean is they just did a trip. This is a little trip. They did like they getting killed right now on Twitter. They getting killed for the presentation, just for the presentation, not because of the specs.
That's just one L.
Let's make it be clear.
That's
They're
just
getting
one L.
killed because of the presentation.
Presentation. Okay,
That's it.
yeah.
That's my take.
But how many L's leading up to here has Xbox taken?
What do you mean?
How many systems are there?
No, I'm just saying with this whole
This
PS5.
You guys got it.
We're talking about this console war.
Yeah.
You're talking about a past war.
Let's see. We've dropped
We
a
learned.
logo. We outbeat them.
Yeah, that's true. That
We
is
dropped
true.
another logo. We still outbeat them.
Y'all dropped
We just keep dropping logos, and that's it. And it just gets
Okay,
more,
and then
more
y'all-
people.
and then
But-
y'all
but
put
hold on,
some-
hold on. Hey, you had your chime.
Sorry.
right?
Go ahead.
You had your chime. Now it's my chime.
Jeez. There you go, Steels.
As me being probably the only true PlayStation person at this table because I don't own anything else,
Master Race.
Yikes.
I will say this. Yes, I do agree with you. They dropped the ball a little bit here. They could have did it a little bit better. That dude was boring as hell. Damn near put me to sleep at work. The YouTuber I was watching that was streaming it literally fell asleep during the stream. Woke up and went, "Oh, I think I'm going to shut this down." I just fell asleep.
I think it's a good time calling that.
Yeah. I think we got enough.
Right.
Granted, I've always said I don't play. I just play the games. I love the games. I love the system.
That's what you're looking
for. The games come out. I get their specs and this and that and the other thing. I don't look into that. That's just me. I never did.
Right.
I listened to the whole thing. I took very, very, very little from that I understood. Granted,
You're gonna be able to hear sound behind you.
Okay, but all he had to say was 3D audio sounding, or however it was, presented.
Yeah.
That he didn't have to go in and say this gigabyte with this resistor
Gigabyte.
with this
Gigabyte.
with
Soundboard gigabyte.
Yo, it's
I
like
need that.
he started 73 resistors and this capacitor connects to this line and goes
Still
into
felt
this
like he was
thing
at work.
and I'm just like, yo, I didn't sign up for no lecture class. I feel like I'm in college right now,
right.
like trying to learn something I didn't pay for.
But
Guys, it's getting hot on this side of the table. Just letting you know. He's
Lex
radiating
yeah, I'm
right
ready.
now.
Before I let Lex,
He's radiating.
before I let Lex explode, I'm just gonna repeat what I told you earlier. When the PlayStation 4 was conference first came out, whatever year that was in February or whatever, this same guy was on the stage.
Yes.
And this same guy did exactly what he
Same
did this
thing.
time
Yes.
before. But the only
Yes.
reason why it wasn't talked about like this is because after he got finished, by the time you fell asleep, guess what? They started showing tech demos and shit like that. So you didn't care about all that shit.
Guess what you think's gonna happen next?
They're going to drop the tech demos. They're going to
They
drop the
are
UI.
going to blow it out the water.
Right.
When
And
they
then
actually
ain't
start
nobody
showing
gonna buy an
things,
Xbox.
Then they'll be good.
Lex, go ahead. I'm getting off the mic, Lex. It's all
You
you.
to get a fan in here.
I need Lex.
No,
That man.
okay. First of all, it's Mark Cerny. That's the head. That's the main designer of the PlayStation 5.
Right.
So anytime you hear about a presentation that involves the name Mark Cerny, it's and you're not into like deep dive tech, then it's not for you.
Right.
Second of all,
They should have said that.
They did say deep dive.
They
and
did say deep
they
dive.
put his name.
Yeah, they did. So I already knew. I already knew what to expect.
Me too. As soon as I saw it, I was like,
Okay,
oh, that's that guy.
The other thing is, it was called Road to PlayStation 5.
Right. So this is
Completely different mindset.
The prelude.
Completely different thing. Right. Third, this was a GDC, which is short for Games Developer Conference presentation that was
For them.
already scheduled
For
to
them,
happen
for the developers.
for Sony to the developers. So this is basically a developer conference that they were supposed to have at GDC, but in a much smaller capacity, and they happened to live stream it. Fortunately or unfortunately, depending how you look at it, the Sony fans, or the PlayStation fans, just saw PlayStation 5 reveal.
Right.
Maybe that's what they were thinking.
right. Of
Yeah.
course.
Counterpoint
Yeah,
to what
that's what it
Xbox
seemed
did earlier in the week, which was very clear,
Right.
as well, saying, they gave it to Digital Foundry, they gave it to the guy Austin, they just
Right.
let people play with the system, excuse me, and they let them
Break it
do
down
their
for
thing.
us.
Okay, that's the other thing. This is classic Sony, guys.
Yes, that's what
This
I
is
said.
classic,
They did this
100% Sony. So I understand from it might have misled a few people. I don't think it misled any people because I understood exactly what it was.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the timing, I think it was all about the week and the timing.
Right.
You had all this Xbox hype, and then you had Sony just business as usual.
Right.
That was the main difference.
Right.
So imminently there's going to be gameplay drops.
Oh, yeah.
All the pyrotechnics, explosions.
Right. Because if you go back and look at Xbox's Digital Foundry, for instance,
Right.
if you take out those little tech demo clips,
Yeah.
it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a guy sitting behind the screen and he's
Talking about-
staring at a load time.
Right.
It's like,
It's the
wow,
same
okay, I get you.
thing.
Right. So this is just Sony playing their cards, business as usual. Trust me. I mean, like I said, it was just the timing
Right.
and everything that's going on. But this was a planned conference, and that was already done. It was already in the books.
The wrong
and they're just
audience got
following
hyped.
through.
Right.
The wrong audience got hyped, and they took
Right.
it the wrong way because we're in the console wars officially.
Right.
Everybody's like, yo, Xbox came out. This is what we're doing. This
Right.
is this. This is that. This is this. And Sony's like, okay, so we're going to our games developer conference thing, and we're going to stream that with Mark Cerny, which is always going to be the smartest guy in the room.
Right.
You know
Respect
what I'm saying?
him.
And that for me was pretty much computer porn.
Wow.
That was fantastic.
Wow.
That was
Edit.
fantastic for me.
You're nah.
With that being said,
I was ready to go. So that was my thing.
All right. So the road has started, and it's
the road has started.
The other thing is that based on what Mark Cerny said and what I understood, because I understood a lot of what he said, that was a very deep dive. Good Lord.
Yeah.
That guy went Titanic. I mean, that was way deep.
Right.
I didn't like certain things. I didn't like that they didn't. And again, I kind of wanted to hear it. Maybe he could have said something about it. Smart delivery, which is something Xbox was talking about.
Right,
About if I buy Cyberpunk for the Xbox One and the Series X come out, I'm good because I'm getting that version.
Right.
Right.
We don't know
what PlayStation.
what PlayStation. They've been quiet upon that, and that kind of
Scary.
I was like,
It's kind of scary.
The second major thing is backwards compatibility. As of now, it's only been confirmed that PlayStation 4 games, and not even all.
Not all,
PlayStation 4 games are backwards compatible.
At first, when they did it, he said hundreds of games, the top hundreds games, or however they're rating them.
it was
For now, though.
And then when they started getting flack, when Twitter started killing them, then they came up with the updated. Now the number's 4,000.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, it's now it's an overwhelmingly majority of all people. I mean, this word, you're seeing it right there.
Yeah,
I mean,
will
it's
play overwhelming majority of all PS4 games.
yeah, and hey, whatever. I don't know. I'm not tapped in too much on the backwards compatibility of Sony because I already gave up on that train years ago.
Right.
I know what Xbox is going to do. I know. What
I'm more
Xbox
on the
is gonna
smart delivery.
give. Right now, that's big. Now they're going to be forced to do it. The other thing we're waiting on in these console wars is price.
Right.
From building computers, the specs for the Xbox Series X
It's gonna be more expensive.
is going to be at the very least, and that's like still cheap, a bargain for that machine is a beast. $600 at least,
Right. And I'm seeing the other one at $550.
And for PlayStation,
I mean, phones are
according-
dropping at $1,200 these days.
That's what I'm saying.
But you're paying them off in 2 years.
Exactly.
That's a different
And that's
ballgame.
you got a portable
Yeah.
supercomputer in your pocket.
Right.
With PlayStation 5 specs, I'm not going to get into it, but
Right.
it looks like they're more flexible, and they're kind of not as powerful, overwhelmingly, but that will make the console cheaper,
Right.
for sure.
Yeah,
so far,
That whole storage is a little weird.
yeah,
that number.
So far it looks like, yeah, man, 856, whatever.
850,
Just give me a
man.
terabyte, dude, and be quiet. So that's pretty much where that's at. So this is going to be very interesting. It's a completely the two opposite ends of presenting the console wars where we're at right now. But also very similar to last time. It's just the circumstances now are different.
Correct.
No E3, so on and so
No
forth.
GDC, no PAX, no
So
nothing.
we got to kind of chill and just
Everything-
trust.
Yeah, I trust
Twitter
in
and
I
YouTube,
trust in
man.
PlayStation.
Console wars will be on Twitter and YouTube.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's going to be on demand. Your console war is going to
demand.
be on demand.
All right, cool.
So that pretty much covers that without getting too much into it. But I at the end, what I got from PS5 is that at the end of the day, it's all about exclusives.
Right.
And it looks like, from what Mark Cerny was talking about, that developers, especially exclusive studios, will have way more flexibility.
Okay, that's all I
Xbox.
worry about. That's all I'm worrying about.
Because if you look at the magic that they've done, if you look at God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, you look at those type of games, those games are on par and sometimes better than a lot of PC games.
wow.
Yeah.
The magic that they work, look at Uncharted 4. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's-
So looking
not
at
even
his
close.
presentation, what he's saying
Not
is
even
that, hey,
close.
it's not even close. It's not even close. He goes, developers, we got your back. This
Yeah.
machine, to people that just worry about specs and teraflops,
Yeah.
don't worry about that.
Right. That's how.
At the end of the day, you're playing this platform for the games and the exclusives. Everybody's going to be fine, like Trav said. Everybody's going to be fine. But the silver lining, if you're down about this, is that those exclusives are going to be crazy. The flexibility that they have with these speeds and these GPUs and CPUs that they have is going to be crazy, especially for the exclusive. That's where it's going to show.
Spider-Man 2, man.
Because Cyberpunk will look identical on Series X and PlayStation 5.
Right.
Trust me. It's going to look identical. You're going to have to, Digital Foundry's going to have to do like a 15-hour video to spot that brick over there is not the same as, it's not, it's not going to be like that. We're not doing that. So
Alright.
everybody's going to be fine.
All right, man. And that's. You
All
got
right.
something bigs?
For the console wars?
Yeah. You on the same board?
I mean, all I want to do is I want to make sure that you understand that I'm with you Like I told you yesterday, have faith in me. I have faith in PlayStation, so have faith in me because I have faith in PlayStation. So indirectly,
there you
you
go.
have faith in PlayStation.
There you go.
And they're gonna fix this. I promise.
Right.
They're
Oh,
gonna
okay.
fix this.
No, I'm buying it
We're
regardless.
still, we're still getting PS5.
Yeah,
We're still gonna
regardless.
fix
We're
it.
not changing the name of this podcast.
Yeah, we're still winning the console war. We're
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Just a little bump in the road.
All right, man.
With that being said, we're going into demos now, right?
Demos, man.
Yeah.
So, and you were curious about. I know y'all got the RE3 thing.
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to play it. I want to. I didn't get the chance.
Demos valid, man.
I've been on a different demo. Have you been able to guess?
No.
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 Nobody has even a guess.
No, I know there's a demo that came out around when I went to go download the Resident Evil, and I saw some chicks on the cover.
I stay away from demos. I don't care.
Okay. Okay.
Just
I was
go-
just making sure. I was
Drum
making
roll.
sure. Yeah,
I don't need it. I don't need
So
demos.
I've been on this past week the demo for Trials of Mana.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It's a remake, correct?
I thought it was already out.
No.
It might.
Comes out 4/26, I believe.
Jeez. My birthday.
Trials of Mana, which is a JRPG.
Of course.
Of course, yes. I think it's a remake of an original. I don't know what system it came on and what year
Probably
it came out.
probably
It said
Nintendo.
1995.
Okay, so
September 30th.
PlayStation 1?
Super Nintendo.
Super Nintendo. Yeah.
Holy moly. Yeah. So it's a remake for that. I've been into that this past week. It actually got to the point where I was like legit level grinding a demo. Like I was in
Oh, you liked it.
Like I was in a patch of like in the field with enemies for like a solid 45, and I'm like, I'm not gonna progress in this demo until I reach level 5, and I'm like level 2.5.
Wow.
So I'm sitting here level grinding in this demo, and it's just cool. Like it's one of those games where it looks good enough for you to get interested off rip, and then they bring in the combat, which is not too simple. It's not too exaggerated like turn based or anything like that,
Right.
but it's simple enough to where you got light attack circle, heavy attack triangle. Mix them up, you get different combos. You're done with the enemies. There's no like screen like complete battle over. Like no, it's just like you get a little thing on the side. Your stats on the battle, cool. You keep running.
Keep
It's
pushing.
very fluid. It's a fast.
Okay.
They got a range of characters, and I think you can. It's one of those games that you can play it anyway. You can pick any of the cast of characters to be the main, and two of the others that they'll throw somewhere in the story. So you'll end up having the party you want.
Will it run on Switch?
It will run on Switch, and what is crazy is
Because it is.
this is the thing about Switch. Let me. I'm going to answer my own question here. The thing about Switch, what does your cousin Biggs always tell you about the Nintendo Switch? The burning question when somebody brings up the Switch and games that are ported or released for the Switch is, can the Nintendo Switch handle these titles? Or will it turn into a volcanic eruption in your hand? And I have an answer for this question for Trials of Mana. I've watched a couple of videos, comparisons from Switch to PS4. And it turns out when it comes to things like loading times, the Switch has a faster loading time than the PlayStation 4, which has swayed me to more than likely get this on the Switch because the Switch is just about dusty enough to be ready to play another game.
Yep.
I need another game on Switch, so I think Trials of Mana may be a Switch copy,
So
but
this-
it's definitely.
So this demo did its job.
Oh
put
yeah,
you-
no,
it
I'm
put you on
buying
something
it. Yeah,
new.
I'm buying it. Yeah, I'm buying it. Yeah, I said it.
And now
I
you're
said
buying
it.
it.
Yeah, I said it while
So
I
the
was playing it. I
So
was like, yeah, I'm
demos are
buying
still.
this. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So demos. They used to be huge back in the day.
Yep.
Big thing.
Demo discs.
Remember?
Yeah.
What was
PlayStation
it?
Magazine.
Game Informer.
Game-
Oh,
no. Yeah,
what
PlayStation
was it
Magazine.
Before? There was another one. They used to come in the mail with
EGM.
demos. Yeah,
Yep.
yep. Used to come in the mail, and you run. You get all happy.
PlayStation
Oh, the new
Underground.
demos out. And you go and you play that junk like 1,700 times.
Yes, sir.
And then
Yep.
I was always a huge fan back in the day of playing demos because too many times I'd buy a game thinking it'd be good and it wasn't. So I was on the train of like I wish every game did a demo.
Right.
That way I
There was
could
no
kinda
YouTube
see.
back then.
Yeah, yeah. There
All you had
wasn't.
was screenshots in magazines.
Right.
Or
and
or
demos.
or it would be like Blockbuster, you know,
Yeah,
back
that
in the
too.
day.
That too.
Rent the game first before you play it. I would do my own demos that way.
Right.
They stopped it for a long time. It looks like so far they've been coming in with just remasters,
Right, yeah.
demos. But
They changed to betas and alphas now.
yeah, Resident Evil 2 demo when that came out, I played that and that got me to want to get the game. Final Fantasy 7 demo came out, and I gave that a shot.
Yep. And I think that's actually the episode that you weren't here for when we were talking about FF7 Remakes demo.
Oh yeah, so what was your take on that?
I was in New Orleans. I'm buying that game, like I said already. Off the top, it's coming out. That's gonna be my quarantine game if that shit happens.
My quarantine game.
Because
hashtag.
I was never a fan of Final Fantasy not because of the story or because of the characters or because of I hated turn-based games. It's just that they just weren't for me.
Right.
You know, Cloud has this big ass freaking sword that I want to go up and input my own combo in it. You know, to people. See, I don't want to sit there and hit X to attack. Okay, sha. Next. All right, circle to defend.
Right.
That's just boring to me.
Right.
Although I did give Persona a chance, and I did enjoy that game. I got to get back into that too. So since I paid for it, I got to finish it. But then this demo came out, and everyone was jumping on it, and Biggs talked a lot about it, and Lex talked a lot about it, and Trav jumped on the train.
Yeah, he streamed
and so I was like, you know what? It's a demo. What's the worst? I'm not gonna like it.
Right.
And they gave you 45 minutes, and I just wish that was the game. I just wanted to keep going. I'm like, this is what I wanted. This is exactly what I wanted. And because of that demo, I'm jumping on a franchise that I outlawed.
He outlawed
long time
Final
ago.
Fantasy.
Yep.
Probably pretty much me, low key.
A lot of people are doing that.
Because even Judd called me like, "How you playing Final Fantasy and you hate those kind of turn-based games?"
Exactly.
And I said, "It ain't that no more."
It ain't that no more.
I said it in the episode that we talked about it. I'll touch again real quick. 15 Final Fantasy 15 was supposed to do this for newcomers. It was supposed to make y'all feel like, oh, we're gonna play this.
Right.
15 ended up even becoming a little too complicated, a little too ambitious, to where it still kind of turned people away.
Yeah.
Right.
So it seems like 7 Remake is doing what 15 started or tried to.
Right.
So that's always good because 7 is the most iconic Final Fantasy.
Square Enix is listening to
Right,
people.
right.
Cool.
Which is it's perfect that it's happening for 7 because it's definitely a story that Square wants everyone to know about because it's one of their babies.
Yep.
For me, have said that I played the Resident Evil 3 demo this morning.
Oh wow!
After dinner, I was sitting there and I'm like, babe, I got to go download this demo and play it so I have something to say tonight or at the podcast. Doing work, doing it's
yeah,
work.
man, it's work, baby.
It's work. Yeah,
that's what I told my girl too. Hey, man, I got some work to do.
Go put in some work. She's like, all right, whatever. So I played the demo. This demo was short.
Yeah,
it was short.
It was short. Like I came out the room and she's like, "You're done already?" Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yikes!
But graphics were good.
Gameplay.
I don't think it's good enough to get me to spot that money right away.
Right away, huh?
Personally,
that's fair
and
enough.
that is why I personally like demos. I know. I kind of feel. I know where Lex is coming. He doesn't like to have anything ruined, and he rather enjoy it from start to finish the way it was meant to be.
If he sold, he sold. That's
Right?
that.
Yeah.
He doesn't need convincing.
But I manage, like, my money is like my number one thing.
Right.
People who know me know that I can't. One of my biggest pet peeves is wasting money.
Right.
And if I waste money on a game, that pisses me off. So if I have the chance to play a little demo, even if it's a 5-minute, well, it took me like 20 minutes to beat the.
Probably took me
15, 20 minutes to beat
40 minutes because I wasn't really used to the that whole, hey, you need to get here, but before you get here, you got to go back and collect this, that, this, and third. And I was still trying to figure out the game because I'm not a big Resident Evil guy, and I played, Resident Evil 6.
Right. You need the
which was
switches, you need the little things for the switch.
So me being a Resident Evil veteran, I guess you could say, I already knew how to dissect stages.
Right.
Oh, that looks like the way I'm supposed to go. I'm going to go explore over here and go up these steps and go do this. And I'm going to unlock this. Because I remember you had mentioned when you played it, like you found the shotgun, but it was locked. And you found this and that. When I went to the shotgun, I had the bolt cutters on me. I grabbed that bitch. See, I had the shotgun.
I saw the shotgun before. Right. And
I had the shotgun. I already knew when I got to the next part what I needed. The only thing was the hose for the fire hydrant. I got that eventually.
Thought you have.
You should have seen me at that fire hydrant.
But then
I was over there shooting it, throwing grenades on it.
I tried using the dang bolt cutters just to see, but it wasn't that.
It wasn't happening.
But when you came out that door first and you saw that Nemesis, he's on another level. Dude, boy, you
what
can't
they say?
touch him.
What you said? They said the Nemesis was Mr. X on drugs or something like that.
Yeah, he makes Mr. X look like like My Little Pony. Or
I was
whatever.
actually terrified playing that part.
I was like, damn, he said, just lunging in the air, showing up. But I did stagger him a few times, shot a couple of barrels, and then next thing you know, you take a step forward and the demo's done.
Right.
So I was just like, oh wow,
that was it.
So the game is good.
It's good. Man.
I'll get it for a rainy day later. Like it's not something that I'm gonna get.
Yes, I'm on the same. I'm on the same
now.
page with him. If I had to choose between Resident Evil or Final Fantasy 7,
I want to play something else.
I mean,
really?
No. I mean, Resident Evil is my thing. I mean, listeners know.
Right, and I'm a horror fan.
I mean, I'm a huge Resident Evil fan
That's
too,
my thing.
but
and again, I'm not saying that demos should be outlawed. I think they definitely serve a purpose.
Right. And it did its purpose for me.
Not like alphas and betas, which to me serve. Well, I think that they do serve a purpose of definitely stress testing the
correct.
But see, these demos,
for the developers.
at least for this one, was set up because I don't know if it told you, but when I was going in, it said, "Do you allow bits and pieces of your video to get sent to such and such for testing?"
Oh,
or
damn!
something.
I didn't read the fine print.
Of course not. You just hit next and you just
and I say, yeah, go ahead. You know, that
you can
way.
say after you play this game, you owe us an arm. X.
Right.
Somebody's
that
knocking
way,
on your door, yo.
Basically, I'm helping them look at shit so they get a case of. I don't know what their algorithm is on what bits and clips that they pull for whatever their research is, but. I was like, yeah, I'll help you out, whatever.
Question, real quick. Still, I don't know why this popped in my head. When you started up Overcooked yesterday, did it not say something about feel free to stream whatever of the game?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Feel
like
free
they
to
want
stream.
it.
They want
that from
That was just crazy. I just thought about that. I don't know why.
I got a question for you.
It's the first time I saw something
about
like that.
Resident Evil demo.
Yes.
Did you open that safe?
Oh, shit. I totally forgot about the safe.
All right, never mind. That was pretty cool to me.
You opened it?
Totally
Yeah, I got it
forgot
open.
the safe.
It's just the way that you find the combination was pretty dope to me. Because usually when you play
I read,
normal games,
I read that paper and it said something about a chick's name.
Right, it
And
gives
I
you a
knew-
chick's name.
Yeah.
And that's it. And the code is literally, it's not something that you can interact with. You literally just gotta be looking around the map and then you see something, you're like, okay. And I literally had my girlfriend write down the combination.
Oh, okay.
The old
got you,
days.
And I went back to it.
Taking notes, man.
Yeah,
Taking
yeah.
notes.
Yeah, so that I like that part of it about it.
Totally.
That's so a
because
Resident Evil thing.
once the damn Nemesis came out, it
That
was
was
just
a wrap for you,
mayhem. It
right,
was just
right.
mayhem, and I'm just running around.
just trying to leave at
He's
that
grabbing
point.
me, throwing me against the wall.
Yeah. He
and
X'd
I'm
me out
just-
twice. He canceled me twice.
He touches you, and it's you're supposed to fall. You can't kill Goku. So.
He's not gonna fall.
Yeah.
He's never dead.
So far, right now, I just want to ask the questions about demos. Do you guys think that they should be always coming out with games with like major titles? Should Cyberpunk get a demo? Should the next GTA get a demo?
If it's gonna help put out a better product, I would say yeah.
Yeah.
If Cyberpunk comes out with a demo, you're playing it?
Hell no.
He's not playing
I'm
demos
not
here.
playing
They don't
demos.
play demos.
I'm not
He's not playing demos.
Listen, there's nothing like
I don't think I would play Cyberpunk's demo.
there's nothing like booting up a game you know you're gonna
Right.
buy.
Yeah, I'm a lot more likely to.
The reason why-
Even though I really was
That
curious
game's
about
not gonna be
FF7.
bad.
Right.
I mean, look, Resident Evil 3 is not gonna be bad. I played the original.
Well,
beat
to
the
me,
original.
it's like it's a new thing for me, so that's why I like the demos.
That's
something
fine.
new.
Yeah, that's
But if it's
fine.
something that I'm already co-signing, like
I was real
Call of
curious
Duty, I don't need a
about-
demo.
I was real curious
Right.
about FF7, but I knew it was going to be fine. But still, just the hype made me
no,
download
but that one,
demo.
FF7, FF7, I can see
because it's
that
a remake.
game
Right,
definitely needed a demo.
right.
Because
But-
they needed to rectify a lot of things and give people that faith. Like, we're working on it. It's
We got it.
good.
Right.
It's coming. Don't worry
Let's
about
hope
it.
they don't change
Yeah.
things.
Yeah. But
That would
I
make me mad.
definitely see myself valuing demos a lot more for games that I necessarily don't see myself getting off rip. Like if
Right.
they
Yeah.
had a Kingdom Hearts 4 demo, is like, all right, I'm getting Kingdom Hearts either way. At this
Right.
point, I'm just playing the demo to feed me. You know what I'm saying? Just
Give you the
so-
appetizer.
right. But if
Yeah.
I'm doing,
hurts me.
if like if Doom had a demo, Doom Eternal had a demo before it dropped,
Right.
I would definitely play it because
Yeah.
it's like, okay, is this something that I could
Me
potentially
too.
buy?
Seeing
And
how
I feel
did
like that's
not
the purpose
16.
of demos.
Right.
Seeing
That's
how
why I
didn't
play
like
demos.
the one that came out in 16.
Right,
if
right,
Doom
right.
Eternal had a demo, I would have played it too. Because then that would help me want to spend my money or
Right,
not.
right, right.
Because right now, I'm just still going based off.
Yeah, it lets you decide when you want to spend the money and if you even want to spend the money. So,
Yeah.
Yep.
but that's why I play demos.
I say I'd be fine if demos came back around pretty hard.
Keep them coming. Just
Yeah,
keep
keep 'em
them
coming,
Just
right.
keep them coming.
Yes.
Just Don't give them to
Keep
me.
us interactive.
Don't give them to
Keep
Geek
them away.
Elite.
Keep them away from.
Keep them away from
Yeah,
me.
keep them away from
Spoiler free too.
Yeah. You're not watching no trailer, no demo.
But even in this demo, it said that this isn't the actual gameplay. Like this, what we
Right.
played, what
Was
we
not
played.
part of the story.
No.
No.
They didn't
Like,
say
it could
that.
be tweaked, it could be polished.
changed. it
Oh
could
yeah,
be
yeah, yeah.
tweaked,
That's
it
what
could
all
be-
demos say.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
they even
So-
alphas and betas, of course, they say
Yeah.
that.
So it's like
Not a final product.
Shout out Temtem. Yep. Not a finished game. Tells you
Not a
straight
finished
up.
game, right?
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
game
You
ain't
know what you're
finished.
signing yourself up to.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what they're looking for. And now with the social media, like these demos can really be ripped apart real easily. So
Yeah,
they
it's
need
exactly.
So they need that to get in front of it before
Exactly.
somebody
Yep.
breaks the game.
But I think I'm not gonna say that all games need demos. I think there's definitely should be just like any product, just like anything we buy in the world. There's definitely a mystery to it. There's definitely a loyalty. Like I know if Rockstar says, "Hey, we're making a new open world franchise, not GTA, not Red Dead,
Right.
just not Bully," just I'm in
Yeah, yeah.
because I know what
I
they're
got-
doing. I don't need a demo.
Speaking of Rockstar, let's say, who's your favorite developer right now? Top of your list.
Devolver.
Devolver's definitely up there. I would have to say, oh man, that's a good question.
That is a good question.
Okay, let's just say
That might be
Different
a
topics.
topic.
That might be a
That
topic.
might
Just
That
be
might
pick
be a
one.
That
Just
might
pick
be a
one.
whole
Just,
topic.
just pick one right now.
Don't waste the whole topic.
It may be a
Just
topic.
pick a random out of your top. Doesn't have to be number one. Just
I would say Naughty Dog,
okay. Let's say Naughty Dog hit the PSNBS email
right?
and said, "Hey, we're gonna send you over a link to a game we're working on right now. It's a little demo for a new IP. You playing it?
If they send it to me personally,
Yeah.
like
They
they
send
said,
it.
they
They
said
send
that
it to us. They
Lex-
send it to us.
To
They
the
send it to
podcast?
Lex. They
Yeah,
send
to
it
the
to you.
podcast. They
Oh,
send it to
just
the
me.
podcast.
They send it to the podcast, but it's directed to you.
I will forward it to you guys.
Okay.
Okay, but if they sent it directly to you, you're taking care of it.
If it's just me and only
Yeah.
me, yes, they're sending it for a
They
reason.
send it to your personal.
But if they send it to the PSNBS podcast, I'm
Okay.
forwarding it to you guys. I don't need to know.
Really?
Yeah, I don't need to know.
I'm telling you, Lex is not folding.
I don't need to know.
He's not
Wow.
folding.
Now, if they're just like, Lex, we want you,
Yeah.
Right.
specifically you, to play this game, yes, they're reaching out to me. Naughty Dog, you guys are.
Hey, all the developers, you listening to this? Send those links, man.
Yeah, send it to us though.
Send it
I
to
will
us.
appreciate it.
I'll take care
Wherever
of it.
you at out
I'll
there.
sign the NDA. I'll take care of it.
I got it.
That'll happen, trust me. That'll
Especially
happen.
Naughty Dog.
Sheesh.
Trust me.
With that being said, gentlemen,
We here.
It's time.
it's
time.
time.
It's
All
time.
right.
Yeah, let's
I got some bad news, but I'll let the music roll first before I give
Okay.
you bad news.
It's fine. Oh yeah. It's time. Live from PSNBS Studios. Big
Is that Michael Jackson?
elite
Michael Jackson? Here?
news
he
from
in the-
OVO Biz
in the crowd.
and Statman Lex. Take it away, guys.
All right. So let me I'll go ahead and say off rip. The update news is I'll give you two reasons. Okay, number one, I've been busy. All right, we all
It's
been
cool.
busy. We all been busy. Okay.
Yeah.
I will do the honor of naming some big update news, but it's actually pretty dry, honestly. What I'm looking at here is another monster in Monster Hunter World.
Okay.
I'm also looking at a little advertisement they put out for the Fortnite new Slurp Legends bundle pack, a couple cosmetic stuff.
okay.
I'm looking at the Tom Clancy Breakpoint, the damn near Splinter Cell that they already just need to announce already.
Right.
The Deep State teaser. I have the Tekken 7 Fakum Ram review. You know that character?
No.
Or is it a new
Nope.
character?
That's probably a new character.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like he looks crazy. He looks like Lex, to be completely honest with you guys. If I had a
everyone
picture,
looks
I'd put
like Lex.
yeah, he looks like Lex for real. I also see some more content for Dauntless. If anybody's still playing Dauntless, no shade, just saying.
Yeah.
Malwa update for Black Desert Online. I was actually really curious about Black Desert and almost got my money this week.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not that much. It's not that much right now.
Oh wow, look at this. A trailer for Trials of Mana. I don't need it. Trust me. I'm already buying you. It's all goody. I don't need it. Fortnite gets a new vehicle. It's called a chopper.
And it's a helicopter, guys.
Yep. Fortnite got
I
a
wonder
helicopter.
why they added the helicopter.
Warzone.
COD.
Warzone.
Yo, they keep.
Yeah, Warzone. Definitely Warzone.
Hey, but shout out to Epic Games, man. I was playing Jazz Jack Rabbit
Wow.
last night, man.
Yep. And
What?
Also, I'm
Yes.
looking at. Wait, what?
I didn't even understand you.
Jazz, the Jackrabbit.
Jazz the Jackrabbit.
Not
You
sure what
guys
that
never
is.
heard that game?
No, never heard
It's a
of that.
platformer that came strictly to PC from Epic Games, one of their first games, and it was like Sonic, Mario, and what's that Metal Slug, the one that's a shooter platformer?
Yeah, the side
Metal
scroller.
Slug. Right.
That's a great game.
All three of those into one. Awesome game.
And the last
Check it
thing
out.
I got
Just Google
here,
it real quick.
the last thing I got here is a bundle for the new Goddess Mulan for Smite. She got a plus bundle now.
All right.
So
boy.
that's
Oh,
it.
that's
for,
it? That's it?
That's it
Gotta
for
get on that
update
Smite
news.
list.
What
But
about some game releases?
Lex definitely has game releases.
Yeah, we got a few games. It's still
A little
little
dry
slow.
there. Yeah.
a lot of smaller
Understandable.
games on digital. Out March 26th, we have Arafel Enhanced Edition. Arafel Enhanced Edition is a 16-bit era Japanese-style role-playing game. Take in the beauty of a magical world floating above the clouds, then take on a menacing race of vampires hidden in the dark. Wow, what a contrast. Beautiful clouds and hidden vampires. That's out the 2016.
2016.
2016, yeah, it should have been. March 26th.
All right.
Next, PS4 Digital, we have Dissection. I don't remember how I got into this house or this building. I only know that I need to quickly find a way out because something terrible is walking around and looking for me. Demos. Avoid meeting a living corpse and find key items to progress through the game.
Right.
Find the key to the front door and run away from this house. That is not a good description. I'm sorry.
It's just like, I mean,
sorry,
Not
man.
not if you're trying to sound different for a horror game, because it just sounds like
I
every
tried
horror
looking
game
for this
ever.
game. I tried looking for
It sounds like you need to hire Lex or Biggs and just tell them
Why
the
me?
games
Why me?
because you guys can help them in this
Why me?
in this area.
Yeah, a lot of the
Cut the check, man.
it's dry. It's very slow.
Get money in game.
Doguragi. Dogurai.
Dogurai.
This one I actually looked up. It's not bad. Dogurai is a retro style platformer. This is the week of the platformers with animal like characters, graphics, and soundtrack design with old portable games in mind. Down to the limited color ranges and sprite size. It basically looks like a Game Boy Color.
Okay.
Yeah, that looks like a Game Boy Color game, like a
Yeah.
Super Nintendo cover.
Yeah, it's a
art.
platformer.
Alright.
You know, one of those.
All right.
Then we have
What sound? What sound is that's the question here?
I'll try.
What sound?
Duck Souls Plus.
Someone's getting sued.
Run, jump, and dash your way through traps to collect all the eggs. Duck Souls Plus is a fast-paced action platformer about a little duck with an incredible skill to dash and on a mission, find all the eggs to save his species.
Oh my God.
Duck Souls.
This is what we're getting at the end of PS4, man.
Give it triple one.
On PS4 Digital, we have Element Space.
Oh, there's more.
Yeah,
that wasn't the last
the year is $21.99. Will we make it? Assemble an elite crew and make allies as factions of the Galactic Congress grapple to determine a future. No, too boring. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Freedom Finger on PS4
Whoa.
Digital. Freedom Finger.
Freedom
Yes.
Finger.
Freedom Finger is a music-driven side-scrolling shooter that sends you blasting through 40 levels of crazy cartoon action. You guys remember Defender? That
Yeah,
side-scrolling?
yeah.
It's like that, but you're a finger.
The plane?
Yeah.
Your finger.
Yeah. Whether you want to chill and enjoy the story or crank the difficulty for a butt-blasting, ridiculous challenge, we've got you covered.
Again, I am the happiest person in the room for sitting next to me.
Freedom
I
Finger,
love seeing this.
Are you serious?
butt blasting.
Butt blasting.
Look,
Fucking hat.
Atreus fell. Atreus, this is not for you,
Where
kid.
does he find it?
Turn around.
Turn him around.
Boy.
I have to protect him.
Don't look.
This one looks interesting. Moons of Madness. Moons of Madness is a first-person
This is all
story-driven,
madness.
driven cosmic horror game. Ooh, you got my attention.
There you go.
Where the scientific exploration of Mars meets the supernatural dread of Lovecraft. Now you really got my attention. As a technician stationed on Mars, you begin seeing and hearing things that aren't there. Visions, hallucinations. Is that even what it is? Or are you slowly descending into madness?
Dead Space.
First person, Dead Space.
Dead Space.
No
Someone's
combat.
getting sued. All right.
No
No
combat.
combat. Oh, no combat.
No combat.
Oh, okay.
So no stumping of heads. Okay, cool.
Here's one that might please the anime fans out there, including myself. One Piece Pirate Warriors 4, out March 27th. One Piece Pirate Warriors 4 is the latest evolution to Pirate Warriors action. based on the concept of experiencing a real one-piece battlefield. Buildings will come crashing down during the action, and attacks will throw up smoke and dust, placing you in the thick of the one-piece world.
Hey, see? Nice, sweet, straight to the point.
I like the
Get it
cover.
done.
I like the cover.
Cool.
Feeling it.
I'm saving my Dynasty Warriors-esque
Just
experience for a
scrolling
different
here.
game.
Oh, this
Alright.
this is a shout out to. I'm gonna read this one. This will be the last one.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy Colin Moriarty. He has a game with his brother, Twin Breaker,
Hey.
Oh, wow.
a Sacred Symbols adventure.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Shout out to those boys.
It's basically Brick Breaker with a story.
Yeah.
The United States sends generation ships to a nearby star systems to find new planets to colonize. But once in interstellar space, the ships mysteriously disappear. When clues emerge about the missing spacecraft, 2 pilots jump through a wormhole into a story-driven brick breaker in the spirit of Arachnoid and Breakout. Shout out to Colin, man. Congratulations.
Hey, congrats, man.
Yeah.
Can't wait for the PSNBS game.
That's on you, bro. I mean, I'm probably the only one who gives a shit.
No, we're good.
He said we're
Yeah,
good.
with that being said,
But
Biggs likes it. All right, we're moving on. All right.
All right,
So we
Travis,
got.
come
So
back.
before we go anywhere, man,
Yeah.
heard we got a little.
Yeah,
That
this
little-
is it. This is your time.
This
I
is your
heard-
time, man.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so a couple weeks ago, I went to New Orleans, and before I left, these boys gave me a list of things they wanted.
Who did? Who?
I was just
Lex-
throwing stuff out. I don't
Lex-
remember.
okay, hold
I don't
on,
even
hold on.
remember. it.
I didn't
Lex
ask
said,
for
I
anything.
need this.
Yeah.
And I
Going to
threw
New
out like a
Orleans,
Spicer's
I need
hot
this.
sauce or something.
And of course, Trav, not trying to say anything, but he wanted chicken seasoning.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
The camera guy's like going crazy over there.
Wait,
Of course he does. Of course he does.
Shout out to that boy D, man.
Yeah, shout out to
Chicken?
Den, man. Definitely.
Chicken seasoning?
Just any kind of
Yeah,
seasoning for
seasoning.
chicken.
New Orleans seasoning.
It's going to be spicy.
It's gonna be
Okay.
spicy, man. I don't
So,
know, man.
I got my little bag here.
Oh boy.
Hey, look at that
Hey.
French market.
World famous.
World Formist.
World famous Nolans Cafe and Spice and
Look at
Pouring
that.
in the French
Amazon.com,
market.
Twitter, Food
Yeah,
Network.
yeah.
Yeah, man, they legit.
So, Lex.
Yes, sir.
Stat man,
Is it
Yeah,
you
that's
from
you.
Louisiana or your wife?
She's from Mississippi.
She's
Okay.
from Mississippi.
And I have, family in Louisiana. Her
Okay.
her
Oh, okay.
family's there.
So, he asked for some beignet mix
Yes, you are the man, bro.
from Cafe Du Monde.
From
Wow.
Cafe Du
Okay.
Monde.
Oh yeah, I do remember him saying that
The
much. at
place
least.
is amazing.
Yeah.
Cafe Du Monde.
So we got him some
Thank
beignet
you,
mix
sir.
for you. I'm gonna
knocking your
Man
Oh,
down.
I'm gonna expect to have some.
Boy
Yeah, I got
down. Man down and boy down.
I got
And, let's see, what do we have here in the bag? That is, we got some Nolan's voodoo seasoning.
Oh, I think I've seen that before.
Okay, the
Somewhere.
guy said this good tastes good on anything.
Hey.
All right. So for your chicken, it says our hottest spice blend, but don't worry, I tried the liquid part of it.
Okay.
It's got a little kick, but not too bad.
You'll survive.
But
can't wait.
But I have one at the house too.
Uh-huh.
And
You
smelling
co-sign
it, it's.
Oh, you haven't used it yet.
No.
Okay.
You may sweat, but you'll
It
survive.
just
Cool.
depends on how much you use.
Trust.
The more you use, the hotter it's gonna be.
Got you.
All right, but there you go. Some,
There you go.
Some good
some
looking,
chicken
bro.
seasoning for you.
Good
some
looking,
chicken
man.
seasoning
Good looking
for
out.
you.
This is it, man.
And I left Biggs last for a reason.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay.
I didn't ask for shit.
He didn't ask for anything. He didn't ask for, but I kind of felt bad. If
I didn't even
came
know that
here.
was a thing that you guys were asking for stuff. That wasn't in the group chat.
No, it
no,
was-
that
we
was
were
here.
in
We were
person.
That was
recording.
during recording.
That was during our first recording. No,
At group?
No, we
No,
were
before
no. It was
groupie.
one of our like little meeting thingies.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
when we
okay.
knew he was leaving, and we were
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Hey, when you're out there,
Oh.
Yeah, he's all
yeah.
like, "Give me a thing on cafe."
Yeah, it was just like
beignet
a
mix. He's
subtle
all like,
conversation.
"Yeah, give me something for chicken."
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
I
just
wasn't
stop
in
him
it.
off
Okay.
my head.
I wasn't in
But
it.
I'm like,
Perfect.
man, I can't give them gifts and not bring you anything. So,
Oh, man.
so I'm out there and I'm like, damn, what can I get? What can I get him? What can I get?
Yeah,
What can I
yeah.
get him? And I got something else.
Ooh.
Because I was in a store recently and I saw something and thought of you right away. So I know we've talked in the past and for past episodes about, you know, you being young, and that's always kind of a joke and stuff like that. And we talked about type of drinks that we drink, and you said you've always been wanting to hit up that Hypnotic.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Hypnotic. Got it. Oh, no way. Oh, my God.
he just
Hypnotic.
got him from New
I got
Wow.
I got you.
You got me hypnotic. That's
Little
insane.
personal,
Wow.
Personal bottle.
Personal
Nah,
hit
Hey,
body.
man, you know what's up, man.
If I wasn't
Thank you.
driving up out of here, I would actually
Pop
down
the
this.
bottle.
Yeah, man.
Hey, don't share that with nobody.
Hey, this
Trust.
this is definitely something I'm gonna get into soon.
That's like, no, we're cracking that when we get
Yeah,
home.
yeah, right.
We got some editing to do.
Yeah, I'm
So,
like, oh, I appreciate it.
you're gonna need that.
So
Wow.
next episode, you got to have a little
Review.
We want to know how that went.
Deep dive.
Oh yeah,
Little
yeah.
deep dive.
Deep dive on hypnotic.
I need to know how that went.
Hell yeah.
How that went.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring you some.
Oh yeah.
I got you.
Oh yeah. So,
Trust me.
French
trust me.
donuts. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so there you go.
Oh yeah.
Little
Thank you,
something
sir.
from
Thank you, Steels.
the
Appreciate
Biggies.
it.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Steels.
Steels.
I appreciate it.
Thank
I
you,
wish
bro.
I had
Appreciate that.
I wish I had like a
Do the clap.
love,
Just do the clap.
like a love
Just do the
sound.
clap, man.
Do the
I want a
claps,
love
man.
sound. I want like a
Thank
kiss.
A kiss.
I want like a kiss sound.
Hey, maybe PSNBs need to take a road trip, man, next time.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
maybe.
Hell
Like I
yeah.
said, we're planning to go next March again. We
Hey.
like going
Alright.
in March. It's crawfish season.
Say no
usually.
more, man. Hopefully
And,
all this is over with.
We're already planning to go. That's like me and my wife's second home. We love going there. More for just the culture, the food, just everything. It's just
Right.
just our second home. We love it.
Right.
That's what's up.
And with all that
what's
being
up.
said, man.
Y'all boys, we
I
good?
think we're done.
We are good.
That's
Let's
it, man.
roll out.
Yes, sir.
Hey, another episode, man. Another YouTube episode.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
We
Part
out of
two.
here.
We're cranking them
The
out.
boys.
We good.
Yeah.